Football, a game that makes billions of people hold their breath, cry, laugh, and sometimes even fight. But there is one stage of this game that stands above all others, the FIFA World Cup. Held every 4 years since 1930, this tournament is not just a sports event. It is a colossal spectacle that has become a mirror of history, politics, societies, and the human soul. So how did this spectacle begin? How has it transformed over the centuries? And where is the secret of the magic that keeps us glued to screens, stands, and city squares today? The birth of an idea. Like every great story, the World Cup began with a dream. It was the English who brought organized football to the world in the second half of the 19th century. But the mind that built football's greatest international stage was French. Founded in Paris in 1904, FIFA, the Fédération Internationale de Football Association, was more than just a governing body. It carried the dream of turning football into a universal language. One of the greatest architects of that dream, FIFA President Jules Rimet, envisioned a world tournament dedicated solely to football, one that would not live in the shadow of the Olympics. That dream became reality in 1929. FIFA voted to organize the first World Cup. The host chosen was Uruguay, double Olympic champion in 1924 and 1928, and a nation that treated football as a national soul, a way of war. In July 1930, 13 nations set off. Most European teams refused to make the long and exhausting journey. Yet Yugoslavia, France, Romania, and Belgium crossed the ocean. Argentina and Uruguay eventually met in the final. The host, Uruguay, came back from 2-1 down to beat their rivals 4-2 and became the first world champions in history. Even those reading the score could not believe it. Yet this was only the beginning of the World Cup's enormous excitement. The stage of propaganda. 1934 and 1938. Italy 1934 became the political stage of Benito Mussolini, who wanted to prove fascism's power to the world. Argentine players of Italian origin were forcibly added to the squad. Referees received visits before the tournament. Italy won the title twice, but a political shadow has always hung over those championships. In France, 1938, the cup was meant to be played on more neutral ground. Yet Hitler's Germany and Mussolini's Italy still used the pitches as propaganda platforms. Italy won that one too. But were they truly champions? Football history still cannot give a clear answer to that question. Then the Second World War came. The 1942 and 1946 Cups could not be held. A real war gripped the world. Football had no choice but to wait. Rebirth, 1950. As the world struggled to heal from the wounds of war, football returned in 1950. This time the stage belonged to the samba dancers. Though back then, the samba dancers had not yet earned that nickname. Brazilians did not see this cup as just a tournament. Like Uruguay before them, they viewed it as a national test of existence. The Maracanã Stadium was built from scratch. Its capacity was nearly 200,000 people. And when the decisive day came, that year there was no actual final match. The champion was decided by a points group system. 199,854 spectators filled the stands. A single draw was all Brazil needed. The country was already preparing to celebrate. Newspapers had already closed their special championship pages. Then Giglia ran. Uruguay's small winger cut inside from the left and drove the ball inside the post. Score 2-1. Uruguay champions. A deathly silence fell over the Maracanã. That day in Brazil, it was almost as if a national day of mourning had been declared. Brazilian writer Nelson Rodrigues described the defeat as a national catastrophe, like Hiroshima. The goalkeeper, Barbosa, was held responsible for a goal he never touched until the day he died. he said years later. I have been paying for something I was not even responsible for 50 years. Shortly after, he suffered a heart attack and passed away. The yellow-green jersey is the child of that defeat. They never wore the white and blue again. They rebuilt their national identity. Football could shake a nation's soul this deeply.